I'm Natalie, and I'll be going over the Singer Heavy Duty sewing machine and all its knobs and what they do. Starting at the top, we have the tension. The tension can be adjusted for different types of fabric or different sewing methods, depending on how tight you want the thread to be. If you notice that you're sewing and your stitches are coming out too tight, you can lower the tension, and if they're coming out too loose, you can turn it up. 4 is usually the standard for cotton woven fabrics. Next we have the needle position. Now this just adjusts where the needle will be. Right now it's set for the middle, so it's right there in the center, and you'll see as I push it this way, the needle will move to that side and the other way, and that helps out with zippers and different seam allowances. Next we have this width. This adjusts the width of zigzag stitches. Down here we have our zigzag stitches, and those are used for stretchy fabrics because the stitch is able to stretch, as opposed to the normal straight stitch that's used for most things doesn't allow for any stretching. So if you tried to sew a knit fabric with a straight stitch, the stitches would probably break open. Now all these stitches down here are mostly decorative. I find that this one right here tends to be the best for knits. This one is a little difficult to work with, even though I've heard most people use it. We have our normal straight stitch. This is for buttonholes, which you need a special buttonhole foot for. Up here we have the stitch length, and this just determines how far the spaces are in between each time the needle punctures the fabric. 4 would be good for a basting stitch. That would be just to hold things in place temporarily or to create gathers in your fabric. Something that would be strong but still easy to remove if necessary would be a 2. And this S1 setting allows you to access all of the blue stitches on here, but I believe those require twin needles, which we do not have connected to the sewing machine. Over here, this knob controls the needle, so you'll notice you only want to bring it towards you, not push it away from you. And it lowers the needle and brings it back up, which you can do to bring the bobbin thread up, or to just secure wherever you're sewing by bringing the needle down into the fabric. On this side, we have this tiny little razor embedded into the machine that is used to cut the thread off the fabric once you're done sewing. And at the bottom, you'll see this is a pretty flat base, but let's say that you wanted to sew something round, like a hem around a sleeve. You can pull this off, and then you're able to wrap it around this piece underneath and sew around.